Okay, thank you. So my talk is regarding the training of the second year residents, whether it should be done by the senior resident or by the faculty members. We already discussed a lot about the surgical training, and we know it's very important that surgical training should be given by the teachers to the residents. And teaching in a operating room is complicated by the fact that the attending faculty member, usually an observer, he may not be standing by the resident to train him. And there are some of the procedures we should know that resident, the senior resident or the third year resident even can teach to the second year resident. So they should start learning some of the steps of phacoemulsification, small incision cardiac surgery, some steps of glaucoma surgery, squint surgery, and even DCR. The purpose of surgical training to the resident is that when they go out, they should be able to do a safe and independent practice in ophthalmology. There are a lot of surveys, and it has been seen that the phacoemulsification which has been taught to the residents, patients are even able to achieve about 20/40 vision to the extent of 80% of the patients who undergo surgery by the residents. So senior residents play a very important role for the hands-on training providing to the second year and the third year residents. If we go into the number of procedures which can be taught, there are a lot of procedures I have made a short list like application of glue, some steps of penetrating keratoplasty, stomach punctures, lamellar keratoplasty, tracheum with a graft, lid repairs, and even steps of phacoemulsification and small incision cardiac surgery, DCR, DCT, and repair of corneal lacerations and assist in the cross-linking thing. The main problem we have been facing is that there are a lot of expectations as far the number of surgeries is concerned. So we look at that the ideal resident should be doing a lot of surgeries, but actually they end up performing much less surgeries. So thing is that whatever number of surgeries they are able to perform, they should be able to do in a better way so that they are more confident when they go. So the question is whether the training should be provided by the senior resident or by the faculty member. So resident to resident training is very vital. We know some of the steps definitely can be taught to the residents by the senior most resident. The only advantage is that this has a more friendly approach, like a second year resident asking a senior resident to come and help whenever there is a problem. It's not very difficult, but the same resident asking a faculty member may find it difficult to call the faculty member and come for assist if there is some complication occurs. So senior residents can definitely easily take over the patient in case of there is any complications. So faculty member usually remains observant. So though the facility is available, that faculty member can be called and can assist or take up the case if there is a complication like PC rent or the anterior capsular axis go haywire. So some of faculty member is definitely available, but if we expect that each faculty member will be teaching the second year resident, then practically it's a little more difficult. There was one article published in 2019 from Saudi Arabia, and which says that adequate space and OT tables should be available for the residents, and there should be supervisors who are interested in teaching the surgery to the residents. And there should also be a suitable case which can be given to a second year resident, and also there should be willingness from the patient also, whether the patient is willing to undergo surgery by the resident. And we need to explain that there is a high rate of complication, but I don't think this really happens in the real life where we tell the patient that you are going to be operated by a resident or a training, then the patient may not really agree. So that part still we need to look at whether we can really inform the patient that patient is going to be operated by a resident. As we discussed earlier also, the simulation surgery and the wet lab. So it's definitely catching up. If the residents are able to put their hands on the simulator, are able to do on the animal eyes, I think then they are better trained and they can easily take over the patients. So this study has shown that the rate of complication is little high if the resident is trained by a novice trainer like a senior resident compared to experienced faculty member where the rate of complications like vitreous loss, anterior capsular tear and all is much less. So comparing the resident surgery by a experienced surgeon, definitely we know that there is a little more risk involved. The rate of complication is a little high, but the senior residents are easily available in the OT, and whatever complication occurs, are they able to take over the case. So I do recommend that the training by the senior resident should be part of the curriculum, and they should be training the second year or even a third year resident as far the surgical training is concerned. We don't look at only at the phacoemulsification, but I think we should look at the other surgeries also, where the resident have to do direct surgeries, like I mentioned, squint surgeries, tracheum surgeries, some lid surgeries, because we don't have wet labs for that. So there only the help of the resident, senior resident comes, where they need to learn from them also. Thank you.